Okay, as you can see, I'm back home, and today is Sunday. It is 26th of April. It's 10:51 p.m. and it's been 9 days since I uploaded my next video where I was talking about me not being needed full time anymore. And that being said, me actually looking to start my own business where I will do cold calling as a service. It'll be fractional cold caller, whatever. Not really sure with the actual offer. But the point is that I'm going to be starting a business where I will try to figure out things on my own. Now, I'm really blessed to be inside Cold Blitz community where I have great coaches like Ryan and Hedy, and I actually spoke with Hedy on Friday this week and just learned a lot. Uh, and basically, up until me and him were talking in his coaching session, office hours, whatever, uh, I was actually really, really hyped. And then after that, I kind of got shut down. Uh, Not by his side, but shut down mentally. And I was really hyped and really like enthusiastic about starting something on my own. And from Friday up until today, I actually realized it's a lot harder than I thought. And my immediate reaction was that, okay, I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna find another SDR position or whatever, and it's gonna be easier that way. But I believe that it's not a case where things need to be easy. Like it's easy for me to go out and find a job. Easy, not in a way that it's easy for me to do, but it's easy for me to kind of understand that process in my head and kind of because it's familiar, you know? So I was basically coming up with a lot of excuses of like, yeah, it's not gonna work, I'm not gonna do that, this and that. But at the end of the day, I have some goals for this year. I have some goals for myself, and I really do believe that I'm blessed to be in a position where I could be coached by people like Hedy and Ryan because they are really great, and I believe that they are teaching and promoting sales in a way that sales should be done. And that being said, I just kind of I was just laying there in my bed and I was just thinking to, yeah, I should probably go to bed, not post any YouTube video because there is nothing for me to talk about. Uh, and then it just clicked. There actually is something to talk about here. And it's actually a Dunning-Kruger effect. I believe I'm not butchering that. Uh, but actually, that effect is what got me out of my like negative self-talk, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually where I was supposed to be. It's supposed to be hard for me right now because I'm nowhere basically. And I have a whiteboard that I never used, so I just decided to maybe pull it out for this video. Hopefully it's it's gonna be okay like that. um, But yeah, Dunning-Kruger effect, and actually this is my situation right now. Um, so here on y-axis, you basically have a confidence, which can be low and can be high. And then here on x-axis, we have competence, which can be I know nothing, and then I'm a guru. I would say that I'm really okay. Not really okay. I'm good when it comes to cold calling. I'm good when it comes to work ethic. I'm good in those areas. I'm actually good at basketball because I did it so many times. But like running a business, uh, I'm here. And last Friday, when I was talking about like how it's actually an opportunity and how, yeah, that's what I want to do, like I was here. I was on a peak of Mount Stupid. And once I spoke with Hetty, once I basically was talking with Claude, because that's the AI that I use, and just like brainstorm some of my ideas, kind of trying to understand how to do that, trying to understand the markets that I would like to do that, trying to understand the pricing that I can run, and maybe like how it will affect me, trying to understand tools that I would need, and then coming to a basically a full stop because I would need Titan X. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, that's really good. Then I discovered that Titan X is basically 20K. I can't do that. Um, but hopefully, through the whole Call Blitz community, there is a possibility. But regardless, basically, once I was done talking with Claude, I was here. And this is actually Valley of Despair. And this is where people that are young and ambitious get, and then you can get out of it. Like, you are kind of like really, really happy and you're like uninformed and you're like, yeah, I don't know nothing, but yeah, I'm confident that I can do it. And then, like, maybe like a week later or like a day later, you kind of learn new things and you're like, shit, I can't do this. And then you kind of repeat the cycle. So, for example, you have a business idea and you start that business. You start in your head, not like an actual business, but you start something, you learn things, and you're really hyped. And then your first obstacle is like, boom, straight to the valley of despair. And you're like, oh, this is really hard. I'm gonna start something new. And basically, then then it actually looks like this. So like, let's say your business idea number one, and you start, you're happy, and then you go down and you're here, and your trajectory should go up like this. uh, but then you just kind of, okay, I'll figure it out, and then you go basically start another idea, boom, straight to the valley of despair. And your business idea number two should be like this. But basically, you're just kind of looping over and over, and you start from like a baseline of knowledge and confidence. And over time, if you're just starting and starting, you basically, so it's three, your confidence goes down over time, and your knowledge as well, because you're jumping through so many different ideas and so many different things that you are not an expert in one field. And you don't have to be an expert in one field because of the AI today, but you still need some knowledge in that space. And basically, once I realized that I'm here, it got better because I kind of looked at where I am on a competence scale of running a business and being a fractional cold caller. And I realized that, okay, I it's not that I know nothing, but it's like I have some sort of a knowledge and some sort of a understanding of the business model, of the tools that I'll need, of things that I will need to do, of things that are required to succeed in this field. And right now I believe that I'm somewhere here. And when you look at things from like last Friday, where I was basically here, and then I got shut down here, like when I learned a few things that, oh, it's going to be hard. I believe that I'm right where I have to be. And basically, I just wanted to make this video to kind of document that it is hard and it's going to be hard, uh, but you just have to kind of use tools and use things that are within your disposal. And right now, I believe that this effect is at my disposal, and it can make it easier for me to not be so hard on myself and not be like, oh yeah, I need success in like 30 days, in 15 days. No, I will get there and everything will be good. And until then, only thing that I can basically move is my competence, which is basically my knowledge level. And as long as I'm moving through x-axis in a positive direction, my confidence will rise and I will be in a slope of entitlement. I believe that I'm not here yet because I don't know everything, uh, but I'm getting there. And then hopefully I will be in plateau of sustainability, which hopefully will mean that I will have a business that will generate 10k euros per month or even more, because I'm in Kolblitz and I know few guys that are in Kolblitz that have a lot more money than that. So, with that being said, hope you enjoyed. Maybe it helped somebody. And yeah, see you in the next one.